chose to live on the STEM floor because I thought it was a good opportunity and for like studying with all the rest of the people in my major.
Well, in high school, before I checked my application and chose to live here, I was in the International Black Art Program, which I was focused around and based around people from different backgrounds and races and ethnicities and status, and I really loved that field. And then I happened to pick my major, international business, and so I really wanted to be put around people who I wasn't, necessarily comfortable with or who I didn't know, and I wanted to learn more of and about.
Alright, so I chose to live on the Tiger Serving Others floor this year because I really like community service, and I thought it would be a good way to meet other students who value community service as much as I do.
My favorite part about living in honors housing is that I'm surrounded by people who are at college at a higher institution of learning for the right reasons. That they're here, they know that their primary focus is academics. You're not going to be having people stumbling in at 2 in the morning making loud noises when you're trying to sleep when you have an 8 a.m. final the next day.
Well, my favorite part about living on the diversity floor is just all the different people that you get to meet and all the different cultures that you get to learn about, because personally I come from a very white-centric area, so to come here and learn about all the different people, the different countries, and just how everybody was so different just really helped me to grow as a person.
My favorite part about living on the Tiger Serving Others floor is probably how much of a community we are. I feel comfortable walking into any person's room and just sitting down and having a conversation. I know that if I ever was locked out of my room or just didn't want to be in my room, I could just walk into anyone's room and feel comfortable. And I think that really came from the first event we had on our floor, which was a really simple game of Twister, and it just bonded us all together. And from
For an RA coming to the diversity floor next year or in a year, I would tell them to be very open-minded and just be excited about all the culture that you'll learn about, or all the things that you can share with other people who aren't from maybe the same neighborhood or the same ethnicity or the same background that you're from. And you guys can actually build from there and find commonalities between your cultures or your races or your ethnicities, and you become great friends. So other than being very open-minded and being very respectful and appreciative, just have a fun and keep fun in mind, and then you guys can be great friends just with your little shared commonality.
advice I give to the TSO RA would probably be to maybe hold more smaller events closer together throughout the year, just to keep the floor more bonded so they don't get caught up in school and just get really stressed out and lose that bond that they gained in the beginning of the year, and to just let the residents know of service projects going on campus and off campus, so if they want to, they can just go out on their own and do that, because I know that's something I really wanted for whenever I was free, so I think that's a really good idea for them.
Well, the advice that I would give to an RA that lived with RA our floor would be to don't do a lot of activities that are based around science, because just because we're science majors doesn't mean we like to have fun outside of our science, but we should do stuff at least once or twice that has to do with a science type thing or an experiment of some sort. I don't know, it's just be fun and creative, and that's all you need to do.
The RA for the STEM floor, and what I like about being the RA for the STEM floor is that the programs are focused, so they're not just like random and stuff, and it's like more of a challenge to come up with programs or come up with plugins that are related to the STEM floor or the STEM field kind of thing.
Hey everyone, I'm Helen. I'm the Tiger Serving RA in Tower A, 5th floor. And what I like most about being a residential learning living community RA is the fact that you get to share something that you're really passionate about and really dedicate more time to it. Love the fact that our budget's a tad bit, a little bit bigger, so you can do prizes, you can have more food, you can think outside the box and not worry about being restricted. I also love the chance that people actually chose to live on this floor, so they get a chance to really share their love of community service as well as my community service. And
Hi, my name is Scott Miller. I'm an RA in the honors community, and what I like about being an RA in a residential learning community is that all of the residents in that community come in with something in common. And I know in particular with honors housing, like a lot of students who are living in the honors hall also have classes together and they're all dedicated to their schoolwork. And I know that regardless of which community it is, all of the students do come in with something in common, and that's a point that will allow them to connect right off the bat, and I think that's good.
Devin, the alcohol-free RA in Tower D, and the reason why I love my community is because they've built such strong friendships and they've bonded over kind of not going out, which is really cool because it's an alcohol-free floor, so they kind of find their own things to do on the weekends as opposed to going out and partying. So I love my floor because they're a little family.